After more than 2 decades, police in Arizona are asking Nebraskans to help crack a cold case of the murder of a man who had ties to Lincoln. Channel 8's Macy Meyer has more from police and family members. Macy?
Answers have been a long time coming, and Robert Bresson's family is hoping that by spreading the word, they can finally get some closure.
It was very heartbreaking because we'd had a good relationship. He was going to come back that spring and help out on a house that we had bought and help get it fixed up and stuff.
Chris Bresson remembers the year 1995 well. That's because it was the year his father Robert went missing. He used to live in Crete, but Chris said his dad liked to adventure.
Then after a while in Crete, he kind of took off, I guess, what you call like a nomad's life, where he would just travel around on motorcycles.
Robert would end up in Arizona for a bit, but that would be the last place he would ever be seen. Then on October 5th, 1995, after Robert hadn't been seen since the spring, police found a man buried in a shallow grave northeast of Flagstaff, Arizona. His death would later be ruled a homicide. But for years, he'd only be known as John Doe.
When he was discovered, it was unable to identify him. We followed all the same procedures and investigative things that we follow on everything else in an attempt to identify him. We checked missing persons reports around the local area, within states, anything that may match what we had found, and all those leads were exhausted back in '95.
The Coconino County Sheriff's Office did everything they could to find out who John Doe was and what happened to him, but it was to no avail. That was until 2016. When DNA testing finally found a match.
Would you care if we just did a DNA sample and sent it back? You just run it through your database. So it was just by luck. And he ran it through, and then they got a hit on it and found out that was my dad.
After 21 years, Chris and his family had some answers about where their father went all those years ago. But one mystery still remains. Who killed Robert Bresson 26 years ago? Both the Coconino County Sheriff's Office and the Bresson family is hoping that by shining light on this cold case, they can finally get some answers.
We're hoping somebody that knows something. It's been long enough. They're like, you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to tell you what I know.
Now, if anyone has information about Robert's murder, they are asked to call the Coconino County Sheriff's Office and ask for Detective Meyer. That number is 928-226-5089.